Hello everyone, welcome to Lighthouse Stamping with Lorraine. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Vancouver, Washington. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to be playing with Forever Forest, and this is the Tartan Foil paper. The Tartan Foil paper is an online exclusive that can be found in my online store, and it comes in 3 colors: Lost Lagoon, Pebble Path, Copper Clay. And this is out of the mini catalog. Also, remember that all the dimensions and all the product I use will be listed below. There's a link to my Facebook group if you'd like to join us on there. There is a link to my store so you can purchase these items or anything else you'd like to purchase. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube and help me grow in YouTube world. So that's what we're using today. And let me show you the project, if I can pick these up. Those out of my way, and there they go onto the floor. We're making a very simple card. My envelope got a little dirty, but the mailman will do worse than that. And this is the card we're making today. It's a very simple but very shiny card. It's got a lot of sparkle on it too. I don't know if you can see all the sparkle on there. A little bit. You can see it down here a little bit. So that's the card. So first thing we do is all the parts to our card. So we have an envelope. We have a card base that is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. You only need one piece of very vanilla. This is for the inside. It is 5 1/4 by 4. And then you're going to need a couple other pieces, and I've already die cut these. And I have used the Deckled rectangles for these. The first one is out of the tartan paper, and this is the largest of the dies. Goes there. And I started with a piece of paper that is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Next piece is a piece of Pretty Peacock. I started with 4 1/4 by 3, and this is from the outside, it's the 4th one in. And then this is very vanilla. I started with 4 by 2 1/2, and this would be the 5th one in. So those are the dies I used, and I've already die cut those for us. So let's get some stamping done. So we'll set the pieces we don't need for stamping away. Now, besides Forever Forest, I'm also bringing in, since there's no verses, I'm bringing Brightest Glow in. And we are going to be using Happy Holidays, and may the peace of the season light your world, and may your new year be the brightest. So we're going to stamp this little one first, and it's this nice grouping of trees. We're only using one color of ink, Pretty Peacock. I'm taking this particular stamp set. I have found to make sure I get full coverage on every branch, I like to leave it this way. And what I want to do is I want to stamp this without getting my head in the camera as close to the top as I can. And I'm going to hold that just for a second. Always hold your stamped objects for a second. Let the ink soak in so you get a good impression, like that. Then I'm going to grab Happy Holiday, which will fit in just at the bottom down here. Just like that. Happy Holiday. The inside, we'll set that aside. The darker colors of ink do take a second to dry. This one is for the inside, and we're going to stop our verse here. Make sure everybody covered good. This is a great card for mass producing because it's really quite easy. And see how I tapped on there and we don't have a lot of coverage on some of the branches? And so when you get that, sometimes you need to do it this way. So you make sure you got a good coverage on those branches, which I think I do. No, I don't. And then we're going to stamp this here. And then I'm going to stamp it, move it up, and stamp it one more time. You probably could do another one. We'll do one more. So you could do 3 generations there if you want, so they look like they're behind each other. Whatever you choose. The first one I did 2, this one I did that. And then we're going to use this one on the envelope. Just right here in the corner. Just like that. And that is all the stamping on this card. So let's build the card. So first we have our base. Set the envelope off to the side. Grab my bone folder here. Make sure I have a nice crease in there. And we'll put the inside in first. Sure that's good. Now the outside, we're going to go ahead and put the piece there. We have a nice big border on it, but that's fine. I liked it like that. And this Lost Lagoon looks so beautiful with this Pretty Peacock. There. The next piece is the one we stamped, and this one, if I can pick it up, there we go. But we need to do one more thing to this. This is the gold and silver ribbon. I used the silver earlier this week, but today we're going to use the gold. I'm going to grab a small piece here, just enough to wrap around here, a little bit further behind. And I'm going to use my seal. Make sure I'm at the right. And put a nice little piece of seal right there. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to wrap it around here, right around the tree trunks, but just about the hello. Stick one side down, go across to the other side, but don't pull too tight that you're bending your card. So it looks just like that. And then we're going to adhere this. I'm going to go back to my glue because you know I like my glue. In the middle of this one. Just like that. Then we're going to grab dimensionals. Someone asked me this last week, just a few days ago, how Shasta was after her fall last week. She's fine. I think she hurt her pride more than anything. She's climbing everywhere, so she's fine. So I just wanted to let the person asked know that she was okay. I'm going to try to line this up and move this down a little bit so I can see where I'm at. So I've got about 1 1/4 there, about 1 1/4 there, and about 3/4. So about 3/4 all the way around, and push it down. So I looked at the card and I said, okay, the card looks good. I like it, but I need a little more. So I grabbed, I don't remember which Wink of Stella it was. One of them has more, this one. One has more ink than other. I'm just going to grab a piece of paper here. There's something on there. Oh, don't want to use that piece of paper. That's for a future project I was drawing. This is why I'm making my brain think. I draw myself sketches when I come up with ideas, because I come up with ideas weird times of the day. So make sure you've got, oh, this is the wrong one. Sorry. One has more in it than the other. You don't have to do this. If you have shimmer spray, you can use shimmer spray, which I do have. But then I'm just going to flick. Build up the reservoir, and I'm just flicking. I'm going to put a little more in there. So these are almost out. And I know these have been on back order, off and on, not available. But I did hear from on somebody else's website that they said they put a little alcohol or rubbing alcohol in there and stretched out and got a little more shimmer out of it. So I'm going to have to try that. But I'm just putting lots of shimmer there. And I'm going to hold this up. You can see it on the paper. You see little spots all over the paper. I don't know if you can see it on there. There you can see all the speckles. And that is the extent of my card today. I thought it was a very simple, pretty card. So with that, showing you that pretty card, we're gonna say have a nice weekend, and I will see you next week with some more Christmas projects as we continue on our 25 days of Christmas. And keep in mind, if there's something you would like to see on this channel or see me make, please drop me an email and I will see if I can accommodate you. I have lots of open spots yet where I haven't figured out what I'm making. So have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.